Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella. Discover the dark side of love in this goth and lovely romance with Spinsterella. Get Spinsterella in paperback and e-readers at your favorite online bookseller today.
Hi everyone, it's your boy Shawn, and I'm here with another comic review video. Now, last year I picked up John Shillham Jr. and Sergio Quijada's Goth Ghost Girl, issues number 1 and 2. And I was so floored by what I read that I had to come back for the third issue of Goth Ghost Girl later that year and put in my pledge, because the comic was one of the best comics of 2019. And as I see it, one of the best comics of the 2010s. I mean, this book is absolutely fantastic, and the storytelling is on the level of Batman the Animated Series. And the storytelling in this comic does what great comic storytelling should do: introduce us to a main character, show us what her conflicts are, and most importantly, make us care about the character. The Lily Osiris character, the Goth Ghost Girl, really makes you care about her, and she truly cares about people and wants to help people. And she presents, as I see it, one of the most positive images of a goth heroine I have ever seen, and a great goth heroine I see for the 2010s and the 21st century. I mean, she's one of the all-time, as I see, great new goth characters, and just very well done. Now, this third issue really delves deeper into the mystery regarding what led to Lily Osiris dying and becoming the Goth Ghost Girl, and it also introduces a brand new character. So we get one of the tenets of really great comic book writing: endings and beginnings in this third issue. This third issue wraps up the first story arc for Goth Ghost Girl, but it also begins a new story arc, and it's all about this theme of connection. Now, this first issue starts out with this 8 panels that introduce this new character, and as they introduce us to this new character, John Shillham Jr. does a great job, and Sergio Quijada, of introducing us to this character and what leads to her issues with darkness and her looking for a connection. And this whole thing, it really reminds me of what many people in the scene I have watched their videos talk about as related to mental health issues. Now, as many people in the goth scene know that mental health is a really serious thing in the subculture, and many people struggle with mental health issues, and I was really happy to see John Shillham Jr. and Sergio Quijada tackle mental health in a story featuring goth characters, because this is something many people in the scene struggle with, and it was just handled very sensitively in this story. Now, this new character is having issues with her family, and it looks like a stepfather, and it looks like she's looking for this connection, and again, looking to be connected to this group, again, the Imminent Hour, which disbanded after the murder of Lily Osiris. And I love the way things tie together organically in summonings, and how everything comes together in a nice fashion to wrap up the first story arc while building on the start of a second story arc. So everything comes to a nice conclusion in this book, and we also get the start of future storylines. So when it comes down to this comic, it does a great job of also further showing us more development of Lily's powers and her abilities and her connection to this cat, and this cat who was familiar to her. And it also shows us a little bit more mystery into the mysterious female who is behind the scenes. So we get some nice build-up in the story as related to the first storyline, and we get a nice setup into the second storyline. And the panel work on this book is absolutely fantastic. I get a very, very strong Bruce Timm vibe from Sergio Quijada's art. It just absolutely pops, and again, it reminds me so much of Batman the Animated Series with the storytelling and the art. And I don't want to give away too much as related to this comic because it's just an absolutely fantastic comic, and I want you to pick it up because I highly recommend it. So I'm going to turn away for a minute to my ISIS and E-Steam. Well, take another quicker look and to a couple of panels I really want to show you, because this panel right here you see of this guy, this reminds me so much of Bruce Timm. You zoom in there, this reminds me so much of Batman animated. It wasn't funny. I mean, this comic is just, again, absolutely fantastic, and it's one that I highly recommend. I don't want to give away too much of this comic because John Shillham and Jr. and Sergio Card have done such a fantastic job on it, and I want people to go out here and pick this comic up like I did. I mean, after I got the first digital versions, I put in a pledge for the paper versions and a t-shirt. I mean, I bought the big package because I wanted to, this comic is so fantastic, I wanted it in my collection. I mean, the writing on this is rock solid. You get 2 fantastic stories featuring Goth Ghost Girl. You get 1 story of Lily Osiris as the Goth Ghost Girl, and you get a story of the band Imminent Hour in action. And we start to see the connection between this girl who had the mental health issues in the past, and we see her in the present, and we also get a great story that really puts a positive image on the goth subculture. I mean, this Goth Ghost Girl, again, it deals with the foundation of the subculture, which is the music, deals with the darkness, and also deals with a lot of the issues in the scene that people are dealing with. And this is a fantastic comic, and I really want to see more people going out here to pick it up, because we need more great goth comics out here. We need more great goth literature out here for readers of all ages, and this is a comic readers of all ages, I believe, would go out here and enjoy. This is a book I highly recommend you go out here and pick up. I mean, I need to find out what John Shillham's information is. I hope he gets in touch with me. He really loved the last review I did. Him and Sergio Cajada loved the last review I did. And I hope they get in touch with me, because I want to put the link up so that people can go out here and pick up this comic and the back issues, and hopefully pick up the the issues that are coming up. I'm looking forward to Goth Ghost Girl number 4. This book is absolutely fantastic, and I really want to be there to pick up the next issue, and I really hope that they go out here and produce a next issue, because this is one of the best books, as I see it, of 2020, and it's a fantastic comic that I want to see more readers pick up. And if you want to pick up my goth fiction on the SJS Direct imprint, the books of the Spinsterella trilogy, you can pick up Spinsterella, Spellbound, and the legendary Mad Matilda in paperback and Kindle formats on Amazon.com, and you can also find them on Smashwords, the iBookstore, and Gumroad.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available, paperback and e-readers, The Temptation of John Haynes. Give in to temptation and pick up this action-packed African-American paranormal romance. Get The Temptation of John Haynes in paperback and e-readers today.